In 1895, Kenya fell under the control of the Imperial British East Africa Company and was part of a British East Africa Protectorate until it became a British Crown colony in 1920. The Mau Mau Rebellion in 1952 would result in the first direct election in 1957, with Mzee Jomo Kenyatta forming the first government. On June 1, 1963, Kenya became a self-governing country when Kenyatta became the first Prime Minister. On assumption to power, Kenyatta set the agenda of his government as one that would be shaped by the fight against ignorance, poverty and disease. But there was the hard task of establishing the building blocks of a young nation yet to recover from the economic impact of colonialism, and also the fact that Kenya was yet to fully free herself from Britain, as it was yet to be declared a republic.
What we have been struggling for is to redeem our country from the yoke of colonialism and imperialism.
The expectations from Kenyans over its young and free country were high. Though Kenyatta had set the pace for the country as it set to beat the three vices, by the time of his death in 1978, Kenyatta was yet to satisfactorily achieve the targets.
Aided schools will be equipped with an additional class. Mimi Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi naapa kwamba nitakuwa mwaminifu kwa Jamhuri ya Kenya.
His successor, President Daniel Arap Moi, on taking the reins of power, promised to further the legacy of Mzee Kenyatta with his famous line, Fuata Nyayo. But to it, Moi would also urge to his targets for the nation the philosophy of love, peace and unity. During the better part of his tenure, Moi solidified the one-party rule as Independence Party KANU was the only party. But Moi also invested heavily in the education sector, leading to the construction of schools across the country and boosted enrollment of learners. Kenya's literacy levels as of 2018 was at 81.54% according to a UNESCO report, something that is credited to President Moi.
Kijana akiingia katika university na ajui hata kutengeneza sanduku, ajui jina la spana, ajui jina la screw, saa ngapi atajifunza mambo ya juu ya university? Hali ya kujua yale ya madogo, nafasi yake itachukua kujifunza jina la square, juu ya saw, juu ya yote. Ndio utapata engineer nusu tu.
But it was also during Moi era that corruption permeated government ranks, with the country running into trouble with foreign donors. Top on President Mwai Kibaki's agenda on assumption to power in 2002 and the following year's Madaraka Day was war on corruption. Enthusiastic Kenyans embraced the zero tolerance to corruption philosophy by President Kibaki. With runaway corruption, the economy was also performing poorly as inflation affected prices of basic commodities. President Kibaki said the promise was to steady the ship, and it is during his first term that the economy grew by double digits.
Jenga na kufungua airport kubwa sana hapa na iko tayari, lakini lazima ibebe mizigo na bidhaa ambazo tatupatia faida.
And while access to education continued to be improved through the expansion of secondary schools and tertiary institutions, access to affordable health care continued to pose serious challenges. Corruption kept rearing its ugly head in President Kibaki's administration, leading to key forced resignations from his cabinet. In April 2013, President Uhuru Kenyatta, the son of founding father Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, took over the reins of power with a near similar vision to his predecessor. The improvement of access to education, healthcare, the furtherance of economic growth, and the end to corruption, as well as embracing Pan-Africanism. President Kenyatta has in more than one occasion admitted that high-end corruption has permeated his administration, including his office.
Let's be focused. Let's know where we want to go. Let's stop the rhetoric and let's see the action. And when the action happens, let's not start saying people are being picked on. But it will be done, and I promise you it will be painful.
But his administration has majored in macroeconomics, including the construction of a standard gauge railway, expansion of a port and the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, as well as the tarmacking of roads.
Nataka nikuambie hii reli sio ya Uhuru. Hii reli sio ya Ruto. Hii reli sio ya serikali. Hii reli imejengwa na pesa ya Wakenya milioni 45.
And while his administration has made major leaps in improving access to healthcare through NHIF, there are gaps that continue to threaten his agenda of affordable healthcare that include financing and human resource. But corruption, which has afflicted the last 4 administrations, continues to be the biggest threat to Kenya's dream to prosperity.